Good morning! For our last full day in Dublin, here, we are heading to Dublin Castle, which I have been to before.
But I haven't, so I'm very intrigued to see what it's all about.
We are walking, and of course, the seniors, I don't know if that's nice to say, but my aunt, my uncle, and my mom are going to be taking an Uber and meeting us there.
Dublin Castle was the seat of English and later British rule in Ireland from 1171 to 1922. Created in the 18th century, the state apartments and other current buildings served as a residence for the Viceroy, who represented the monarch in Ireland. Dublin Castle was traditionally used to host balls, banquets, and regal ceremonies, with foreign dignitaries such as Benjamin Franklin, Queen Victoria, Charles Dickens, John F. Kennedy, Charles de Gaulle, Nelson Mandela, and Queen Elizabeth II having all been guests at the castle.
In more recent times, it has served as a setting for Irish presidential inaugurations, and there are several information boards providing full biographies of all Irish presidents who have served, with two of the most recent ones being women. What did everyone think? Let's go. Nick, thoughts, please?
I thought this was great. Considering the fact we only paid €8 per person for this, this is a really nice way to spend some time, and also a really good insight as to some of the more recent history of Ireland. So it was really good to check out.
Uncle Mike, what are your thoughts?
Glad to see some women in politics succeeding.
Yes, indeed. Auntie Linda?
Well, good value for the money, but I was also really impressed with the accessibility. You know, we got to see a lot of private rooms that weren't, I'm sure that if they were still here, they wouldn't want people coming and visiting. And they're so well kept. Everything is just spotless.
Yeah, it's all beautifully appointed and still used to this day, I believe, and to have, as you said, access to...
The collections of artwork are just astounding.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
And you were saying as we were going through it, imagine coming to dinner here, imagine what, you know.
Oh yes, and the fancy dress balls that would have been held.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Queen Elizabeth II was here for dinner, and I can just imagine all the pomp and circumstance that surrounded her visit.
Yes, her and Queen Victoria at one point, that's how old it is. What are we doing now?
Lunch?
Oh, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
All for that? Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's head.
After having finished what ended up being a pretty good lunch, we are now back at our accommodation.
We don't have anything else planned for our time in Dublin, but if you've been to the city before, you may have noticed that we didn't go to Kilmainham jail. And the reason for that is because unfortunately we didn't realize that it was so hard to get tickets, and it was completely sold out for I think almost like 2 weeks after we're here. But I have been before, and I highly recommend that if you're coming to Dublin, you go to the jail and take a tour. But I guess my piece of advice, knowing what I know now, is just make sure you book probably like 2 to 4 weeks in advance, because it clearly sells out.
As mentioned though, that is it for today, so we'll pick this up tomorrow when sadly we leave this beautiful country.
See you on the travel day tomorrow. Cheers. Good morning. We are sadly leaving Dublin today. We are currently packing up, but before we head to the airport, we are going to grab a little coffee and some lunch in town.
Let's go. Well, that ended up being an absolutely excellent lunch. Cannot recommend going to Roly's highly enough if you're in this part of Dublin. But now we are all set and we are just about to get an Uber to head to the airport to head on to England. It's been fun, but it's time to go home.
We've just landed at Stansted. Now it is time to pick up our baggage, and then we're gonna get an Uber home. Confession time. We had a major vlogging fail. After our last clip you saw of us coming back from the airport to my aunt's house, we completely forgot to sign off and end the vlog. So this is Nick and Rachel coming to you from the future. And like, we rarely have ever done this.
No, it's very, very rare that we completely miss off the end of a vlog this spectacularly, but you know what? We're still here, and we're still here to sign it off, so that's the key thing.
I guess thoughts to wrap up our Ireland trip. An amazing culture, stunning natural beauty, really friendly people, and great food. So I myself can't wait to go back again.
Me neither. I think I echo very much the same sentiments. I can't believe it's taken me this long to actually properly explore Ireland, but it was everything that I hoped for and more. I don't really think it could have gone that much better as an experience.
For sure.
And certainly to anybody who is ever considering going to Ireland, then you should just do it. Just get it done. It's so worth it.
But that brings us to the end of our Ireland series.
So until next time, take care.
And keep smiling.